There are stories that flicker like candlelight, and then there are stories that roar like fire. This is one such story. It's not written in golden books or carved into palace walls. No, it lives in the silence between failures, in the heartbeat of those who refuse to surrender. Please subscribe to my channel and share this inspiring story. Tonight, I will tell you the story of a boy who dared to chase light in a world that only offered shadows. His name turned. But history remembers him not for where he began, but for where he refused to stop. He was born in a forgotten village where dreams were buried before they even bloomed. The earth was dry. The nights were long. And people lived not with hope, but with habit. Yet this boy, this quiet boy, saw the world differently. While others saw junk, he saw potential. He believed that if he could just build one thing, just one, he could change his world. So he tried. The first machine collapsed like a house of cards. The second sparked and caught fire. The third simply did nothing. By the time his 10th invention failed, even the sun seemed to mock him. But listen now. Lean in. Because this is the moment every great story hinges on. He stood alone in the field one evening, scraps scattered around him like broken dreams. His hands were cut. His clothes torn. His heart quiet, but still beating. And in that silence, a whisper rose. What if this next one works? He got up. Slowly. Painfully. But with purpose. Night after night, when the world slept, he worked. And then, click. The gears turned. The pump moved. Water flowed. He ran. Not for fame. Not for riches. But to show that the impossible could bend when met with determination. Years later, when his invention reached across borders and brought water to thousands, people asked, "How did you do it?" He answered, "I failed, and I failed, and I failed. But I did not give up." So let this truth settle in your soul. Those who rise after falling are not lucky, they are relentless. The world may doubt you. But the story you write is in your hands.